What's up, Yasil? Hi, Mario. Hi, Co. How you guys doing?
Hello, guys.
Hello, hello. Man, people showing up real early. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm at home today.
Yeah.
It's 10 p.m.
How's everybody doing? Hey, everyone.
Hello.
Yo, yo.
No,
All right.
I don't need to go for it.
Seems like I hear an echo.
That time I did.
Don't you want to turn on your cameras like all of us?
So I agree
Yes,
with
I,
that.
I will have my camera on momentarily. I have to go outside real quick. Well, I'll put mine on.
So how's everybody doing today?
Oh, thank you, guys.
Yes. That's good. As people are flooding in, because we actually do have a lot to cover today, we probably may want to start like no more than 5 minutes from now. But I guess as people are coming in, we could just probably do a quick introduction. Glad to see you guys here. Thank you. I'm Izzy. I'm one of the chapter network leads at Greenpill Network. Also I'm a chapter lead at Greenpill Nigeria, and today we do have a lot of stuff to cover. But I'm gonna just toss it popcorn style to Matt, and then he can do a little quick introduction of himself too. Are you muted, Matt? If you can unmute.
Whoopsie daisy. Hey, everybody. Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes for everybody else to shuffle in. But I am a steward for the New York City chapter. Been doing a bunch of stuff for the network. See a lot of familiar faces here, and thanks everybody for coming.
Nice. Afro, you okay? Are you there, Afro? Wow. Okay, here we go. All right, so let me share my screen here so we can just start.
All right, and throughout this call, I'll be posting a bunch of links in the chat too.
Cues, guys. Can you guys see my screen here?
Yes, okay.
Wait. Still getting a little technical difficulties. 1 second.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, if you could go ahead and do a quick introduction, then we could just
Yeah.
start from there. I'm just setting things up right now.
All right, yeah, I could do a quick introduction. So yeah, I'm Otto. I'm the steward of the Dev Guild, and also very actively involved in helping the network with different onboarding material and just different stuff like that. And yeah, excited to be here. I'll be leading the workshop that we have. So looking forward to that. And yeah, who's next?
Is QE here on the call? You want to do a quick introduction, QE?
Let's see.
Okay. Let's go.
I'll toss it to Kit. You want to go? See Kit on here. I see Yasil.
Yep.
Yasil, you want to give a quick introduction yourself?
Oh, I'm content creator and making memes to a lot of projects in WordCast. So, like a community manager, I think. That's all for now.
All right.
No.
Sounds good. Okay, so let's try this one more time. And Let's just start off. I'm usually used to the Zoom, but all right. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes, it's
All
good.
right, great. So regenerative and immeasurable impact. So Greenpill Network. So right now today is a community call just to show the internal community and external community, like stuff that we're working on. Like I said previously, we'll talk a little bit about it's after this introduction. We'll talk a little bit about regen coordination, different couple platform updates that we have within the network. And then as Afo mentioned earlier, we're gonna break out to a little workshop groups and formulate some ideas around pods, which you'll hear a little bit more detail about later, and then get some ideas and discussions going on how to kind of formulate those pods. Then from there, explore a little bit of opportunities with Matt to show us a little bit of what's going on within the ecosystem and what Greenpill Network is working on regarding the cross-pollination aspect. Then also go over the chapter onboarding process and then the check-ins for the chapter. Actually new chapter onboarding process. Like if you're interested in joining a chapter or a guild, what that process looks like and which direction to go. Then he'll give a little bit of explanation about the upcoming rounds and we'll close it out. I know we do. There's a lot going on with the GG21 right now, and people have things to do. So we'll try to get some concise, direct information to you and get you to participate in what we're doing here. So regen coordination. So basically regen coordination as a whole is essentially cross-pollinating. It's a meme. It's a meme on the word regenerative, coordinating, and nation states and nations, right? So it's essentially like the act of cross-pollinating different groups, projects, protocols, communities, or nations like together to that's going towards a certain goal or the same value driven goal that each community have respectively. So essentially it's like if you want to give it a little bit of example from nature of what that is, it's like a mycelium network, right? Mycelium networks is networks that grab nutrients from the ground and other parts of the earth and trees around to get that to mushrooms, right? So that whole system of allocating nutrients or capital or resources to where is needed is kind of like what we're trying to do in a human aspect, which is region coordination, and be able to also put all that on chain. And Greenpill Network is essentially looking to see how we can put these types of mechanisms, these types of like not really theories, but these types of strategies on chain and see it like unfold within our eyes, right? So with that said, there's a regen coordination live round that's going on right now with GG21, and I'm sharing my screen right now, so I don't want to have a little bit of technical difficulties. I don't know, Matt, if you can drop that from the resources, if you can hear me, thumbs up or just say hey.
Already in there, all set.
Perfect. So there's a regen coordination round that's ongoing right now where it's a collaborative effort between Refi DAO, Cello DAO, Greenpill Network, and then also matched by Gitcoin, right? So this round is a 50K round. Like the whole thing is a strategy that we're working on and experimenting on actually. That's 110,000 budget towards this whole experiment of rounds. So the first initial one is a 50K round that has all the different nodes and different chapters of the respective communities put into that round, so we can do something that's called like a mutual grant. And when I say mutual grant, I'm not specifically talking about just the fund pooling, like actually allocating resources from the same pool, but essentially cross-pollinating the communities and cross-pollinating the community members and the crowd that each respective community has, right? So for us to kind of work together alongside. And what I wanted to see, I'll speak from the I statement because essentially Monty started up the excuse me, the forum to start this movement, and it started in it past for the community round, because how GG21, I mean, how Gitcoin does their rounds in a sense for the community is communities are voted to actually get gets matched funds for what they already have. So yeah, what I wanted to kind of see from this run is like the different communities and networks working together alongside for the common goal, because what we essentially see is that like each network, actually each sub chapters or local nodes are working towards the same thing and essentially doing the same movement where they have skill set or have the resource to do so. So now it's time to kind of put together these resources, whether it's financially, whether it's marketing, community, whether is any type of resource we can kind of put together to make sure the movement kind of goes farther, so we can live in a more regenerative world. And for me personally, I tie that to the global South, being I'm Nigerian and I'm African, so I would love to see these different nodes work together on a global scale, so to form a network of knowledge sharing, resource sharing, balancing out the playing field, like capital allocation to what actually matters. And another thing from this round that we're doing now is that it's given us the opportunity to experiment with various different capital formation strategies, where if you don't know about Greenpill Network, Greenpill, like we turn degens into regen, it's basically. So with the regen points that's ongoing right now, if you donate to the or gronate, as Let's Grow Dow Live will say, if you donate or gronate to to the Regen Coordination Live round, you would essentially get a boost to be able to get regen points to allocate to other regions that you seem deem necessary or seem fit. At that same moment, we're also running a lottery type of campaign, where in Warpcast you see a lot of degens there, and there's degen tokens is out. So like we're honestly looking for ways to see on chain how these degens would create a signal towards our campaign to be able to turn these degens into regen to donate towards projects that matters, and from there start engaging in regen activities. In the same way we have regen scores from on-chain activities, the same way degens have degen scores from on-chain activities, right? So like we can definitely see on-chain the transition of the activities that they're doing on chain. That's like a deeper experiment coming up later. But right now, based off of Lotto PG, like the lottery that we're doing is basically incentivizing degens from Wordcast to go and donate even $1 to the Regen Coordination Round, right? And post it on the Green-Pill channel. Not only will they get a boost from there for their regen points, they'll also get it put into a raffle where at the end of the round, a lucky person or lucky degen will win 50 USD glow, just to support more of the public goods space and giving them more deeper and deeper into that rabbit hole of regeneration. Did you want to talk just mention a little bit of how this strategy is working on Warpcast, Kiaro?
Yep. So what was the main question?
Basically, just explain the campaign that's going on right now on the Green-Pill channel on Warpcast.
Yeah. So we are making a raffle to everyone who donates on region coordination, as Easy said, and also we just run rounds for Green-Pill. So what's rounds mean? You have to cast once per day in Green-Pill channel, and you will gain a prize pool of 10,000 degens. So it just started like 15 minutes ago, and the length of round is 2 weeks. So I mean, you can cast every day once, and we're gonna split this 10,000 K digits amount, split with every user who casting. So we are promoting our channel, and also we are doing a raffle. So that's all I think.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you for that.
See the link in the chat for Yasil's cast, information about it. Boom.
Cool. And could you drop that Warpcast link too? Is that what you just said, Matt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So if for those I don't know the level, for those of you that do not know what Warpcast is, it's I'm just gonna just call it a Web3. I'm probably gonna get beat up for this, but it's a Web3 X,
It's
right?
like
It's a lot, to me, my opinion, it's a lot better than X because there's so many more features that you can like utilize there, and you start like getting your social aspect on chain. But go ahead, you had something to say about that, Akira? Could you go ahead and mention that?
yeah, it's easy to say that WordCast is a mix of Instagram and Twitter, and you don't have to use all the socials like Facebook, Instagram, X. Uh, Otherwise, you can use just only one WordCast because everything is here, and it's growing very fast, and they're using very new and smart technologies, and and there's like no owner, and because X Twitter depends on Elon Musk, like Facebook depends on Zuckerberg, and only WordCast depends on us. I mean, on WordCast community. That's what we all love, and uh, founder of Ethereum, he deleted his Twitter and said that he will be only on WordCast because it's much better. So he did a lot for promoting WordCast. Thanks.
I didn't even know that. So Vitalik says he does not
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
he deleted his Twitter and says that he will be only on WordCast.
Nice.
It also has elements of Reddit, basically, with the different channels. I'm pretty into it as well.
Nice. I didn't know that. That's good. Well, that's promising. That's promising. That's promising. Yeah, so a little bit I'm gonna pause there and see if there's any questions about the ongoing campaigns in the region coordination round, or region coordination as a whole. If you have any questions, also feel free to drop it in the chat too while we're going through the flow here. So yeah, go ahead.
I can add a little thing about region coordination. I say that we have a lot of donations on region coordination round, on Greenpill Dev Guild, on Greenpill Brazil. I think the half donators are here. So if you donated, please cast a screenshot of your donate on Green-Pill. So we are going to raffle. It will be a big support for us. Yeah, that's all. Because now we have only one participator, and I will cast my screenshot tomorrow. So we are only two. There's a big chance to win 50 USD gloss. Thanks.
Okay. Cool. Do you mind sharing your screen with the slides? Someone else, so I can.
I'm on phone. Sorry.
No, not you. No, I was talking about that. No, it's fine. I'll continue.
Yeah, I don't have the slides. I think Matt would have them.
Okay, cool. So, if there's no other questions about that region coordination round or region coordination, I'll go ahead and move on. Okay. Oh man, excuse me. Okay, so so we do have some updates that we kind of put up for our platforms, for our various platforms that we use. So we reorganize the Charmverse workflow, and also reorganize some things on the Discord platform. I will share my screen again for the Charmverse just to just give a little walkthrough of the layout. Okay. Okay, so basically on the Charmverse, we set it up in a way that's very concise and direct and straight to the point. So on the first homepage, you have your home and a little bit of information about Greenpill Network, taking the Greenpill, which will lead you to the onboarding things that we have, like a little more information about the a little more information about the Greenpill podcast and the book and what just Greenpill in whole, and then down here is just the network and then how to join the network. Some information about the onboarding flow that we have, which you'll hear a little bit more about from Matt later on. Then what we're building right now is a little bit of directory of the regen ecosystem, which is still going to be updated a little bit more later on. But once we're compiling the information and the experiment and the research from different projects and on organizations in the ecosystem, we'll basically compile that here so you can come and get, and it basically be an open source university. And then we have some more information about our chapters on the Charmverse, then also guilds. Then if you have some questions about the rounds that we're running, including the community rounds and then rounds training, that's also up here on the Charmverse. So just not to waste too much time, but like the Charmverse, we set it up so it's just the information flow is very, I guess, ideal in my opinion. And then if you have not joined our Discord, please do so. And I'll drop the
We lost Izzy. I'm sure he'll be back in a second. But yeah, homepage of the Charmverse has invites to everything: Discord, Telegram, Hub, Charmverse invite. So that's that's where everything will be. Also, you can make a Hub account as well. All right, Izzy's back. I'll hand it right back off to him. You're muted.
Is it?
Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry about that. So if you have not joined the Discord, please do so. I'll drop the link here for the Discord link for you to
We
join.
don't see your screen if you.
Yeah, no, I just dropped the link on the chat. I didn't want to take too much of the time because we have a lot to cover today, so I won't go in detail of what we did on the Discord, but we just updated and we have a new onboarding flow that's there, so it's easier to kind of navigate. And there's different channels and different channels is there that if you identify with, just join. It's way more than just the chapters. It's also the guilds there, and then also the pause that's coming up, which Afo will talk a little bit more about later on. Yeah. And then same thing with the hub. Same thing with hub. We have the Greenpill forum. That's hub.greenpill.network, where we drop more information about what's going on with the chapters, the guilds, and just little discussions of the experiments that's ongoing. If you have some information that you want to kind of share or discuss, you feel free to kind of just go ahead and join that one also. Because of the time, once again, I'm gonna kind of breeze through it in this introduction. And from that hub, I will also pull up a new forum that I believe Afo, Matt, and some other stewards, including myself, that came up with the pods. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm dropping that link here too. And these pods, it's not to be mistaken by the pods that we have for our podcast. If
Is it? I'll
Yeah.
explain the pods for the workshop.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the podcast from
Oh.
pods. Okay. That's what I was trying to tell them. This is not the same pods.
If we should say
No.
podcast and podcast.
Yeah, no, it's not the same pods. It's not the same pods. So like that's why I kind of want to go over a little bit of this pods before you get into the workshop. But this pods is what we have. So like if you're interested in if you're interested in the actual like podcast that we have with Greenpill Network, which is very, very I enjoy listening to it and learning a lot of different things that's going on within the ecosystem. It's like a learning point that people can gain some insights from. And we have pods from Pods Media. You can collect some of these episodes and these podcasts and just show a little bit of what you're interested in and what you want to hear more about. And you get a shout out from Kevin during the podcast. And we're all going on to a new season coming up at I believe at the end of September. The new season will start picking up for new topics, which Sav and I believe Sav Sejal will be talking more about metrics and like grants allocation. Just check that out. So from there, I'll kind of like pass that on forward to the pods within the Greenpill network with the specific topics where Alpha is going to share a little bit more information about that with us and run us through a little bit of a workshop. Go ahead.
Awesome. Thanks for the handoff. Yeah, so I think many people on this call are familiar with the pods. We've talked about it with a few of the chapter stewards and other members within the community. But basically, and let me share my screen. All right, let me find this blog proposal. And I'll drop this in the chat as well. But yeah, basically a pod is a specialized Discord channel centered around a region interest, such as DeSci, education, the environment. And it's meant to serve as a central hub where regions can meet and collaborate, especially if they don't have a chapter that they join initially, or guild that fits their interests. And then each pod is moderated by people that are very involved within those different interests, and they help provide relevant information as well as help facilitate connections and conversation within that channel. So there's two key terms. There's a pod, which is a Discord channel that's focused on the region interest, and then there's pod mods. And these are people with expertise or connections in that specific interest who moderate and curate the conversations. And I touched a little bit around the motivation for pods, but basically many individuals who join the Discord, they have limited opportunities to contribute if they don't have a chapter or guild. And then currently, like if you have an interest in education or the environment, the only way you could connect within Greenpill with like-minded people is through the Introduce Yourself channel, which isn't conducive to group conversations and more collaborative processes. So and then we just currently have the general chat as the main place for people to conversate. And yeah, we believe that pods can help enhance cross-pollination between chapters and guilds, help create connections between different people and different realms, such as writers, developers, etc. And yeah, so and eventually we would think pods could become guilds or become even help people form chapters and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll dive into that. And basically the idea today, so let me hop over to the mirror board. So basically the idea today is to do pretty simple exercise where we do some mapping of these different topics, such as environment, education. And we have these different entities listed to the left here. And basically the idea is to come in here and start mapping, connecting, different people that are relevant to these different interests, different chapters that, maybe are highly focused on these things, and finding the synergy points and the, places for collaboration, as well as helping us speed run the content that will go into these pods. Like, what content should we be pulling into these pod channels for people to access? So yeah, let me go ahead and start the activity in the Google Meet, and then drop the link. And if there's any questions, please let me know right now before we start. All right, do you guys see the activity started on you guys' end? Can I get some thumbs up if that's the case? I know a couple people on this call have been through this. We've done a few mirror board exercises at this point, so. But if you're having any trouble, just let us know. If you're on your phone, it might be a little tricky to do things.
If people want to, if you're on your phone or you're having a hard time, you could just throw it in the chat and I can add it to the Miro board.
Yeah, that works. Yep. And Matt, could you share? Let me drop the one. Yes. Did that send? All right, so I just sent the mirror board a link for anybody to access as a guest. So I'll give a couple minutes for people to stream in. And do people hear that noise? Any background noise? So I have like some construction.
No, it's okay.
Good. All right, awesome. All right, let's get everybody streaming in here. Get all the arrows flying around. All right, let's see. Let me get a couple more things to set up. Get the timer in here. We're gonna, let me see, about 15 when we're ready, and put some music on. Get your beats. All right, let's see. Well, currently I know we got about 20 people on this call, and I see just about only 6, 7. So yeah, I want to make sure everybody could join and partake in this workshop, because it's gonna be really fun. So we'll give it a minute or two, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll start the timer. So and yeah, I could give an example of what one can look like, so we'll have an understanding. Okay. Oh, you have to apologize for that. Yes. Okay, you have to make a mirror account. Okay, so yeah, we'll give a little bit of time for people that might have to sign up for the first time. Yeah. But for example, an environment, I know Corey, you're on this call, right? Yeah, Corey's here. Nice.
Yes. I can be the pod moderator for this pod.
Oh, I was gonna. Oh yeah, that too. Also asked if we want to give an example of what this could look like. So you see, Greenpill Brazil is highly focused on the environment.
About this role. Sorry, I'm my internet is not good.
No worries, it's okay.
Can you repeat?
We're doing the mind mapping exercise. Did you hear that part?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm trying to just start with the environment and show example what that could look like. So
okay.
So yeah, if you want
to for the environment, we could have some discussion. I think the main role for the pod moderators will be basically initiate and bring relevant discussions about these themes, so updates and things like that. And we could also work towards building a more defined ontology for this theme, this subject, especially on the field we are talking.
I mean, for the exercise.
Man, I can't participate
okay.
on the exercise. I'm not I can't access right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, no worries.
What does DeSci means?
Decentralized science.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I think we have quorum. So we're gonna start the timer. We'll have 15 minutes to basically start mapping from these different core interests, different right here on the left, as you can see, projects, people, events, chapters that relate to this. Like if you're a chapter working on funding mechanisms or DSI, like connect your chapter there. And then from your chapter, you could connect the people that are involved in your chapter and the different projects in your chapter. So yeah, so the idea is to start connecting things. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start connecting the dots. Go for it, Corey.
I don't know if your screen is not being shared, so I don't know if it is by purpose. Just
Yeah,
just
should
saying.
be getting scared. Let's come to an exercise. You see my screen now, right?
Yes, now we can.
Nice. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, okay. My screen's going crazy though. It's like, all right, it's finally adjusted. So yeah, so you guys can go to my screen. So yeah, the idea here is just to come and start connecting some dots. I'm a Oh, and if you put links, so if you have any links for any things you're sharing, please keep them. That's very valuable.
Wait, I'm sorry. I think I misunderstood. Are we signing up for the different pods or putting ideas about what the pods are meant to do?
Putting ideas.
Okay, gotcha.
So to the left here, if you can see my screen, we have these different entities you can click from. Projects, people, chapters, social media accounts, anything that you might be relevant to these different interests. Like, oh, this is a good Twitter account that posts about content sources. White papers like websites. So in order, I think this for people that might be new to Miro, if you want to add something new to the next, you click on the box. It'll show arrows to the side on my screen. Then you click plus. I'll add a new one here.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. It's not playing well with the Miro, so I'm like trying to make comments, but I don't think I'm doing it right. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, the phone mirror is not not ideal. So I see you leaving comments, so that's good. I'll help you in those comments.
If we see something here, are they gonna add it, or if we don't see something here?
I guess is it?
Like People are free to add a pod, right? Put a pod in there.
Yeah. I know. I know. Yeah, go ahead if you want to copy one.
Awful. I still cannot see your screen, man. I don't know why. It's just here or anyone else?
We also can't see.
You can't see or you can't
No, no, can't.
see them trans other stuff. See my screen now?
Yes. Now I can see. Thanks, man.
All right. Time is up, everybody. Thank you for participating and getting all these thoughts down. If you have any last second ones, get them on the board. Come on the board. Then we're gonna do a light review. Probably can't get super into the weeds because we've got a lot of good stuff here. But if anybody has something they would like to highlight, we could talk about that a little bit and go through some of these. But yeah, going to so everybody get those last thoughts in. And let me end activity. You guys want to see my screen now? All right, awesome. All right, everybody ready to go? Cool, let's do this. Thank you everybody for participating and putting all your thoughts and ideas. The first one we could start with is environment. I think I actually put a decent amount here. But I'd love to hear other people speak about anything they connected to environment. I see somebody connected biophi.earth. I'm curious about that, as well as the Kuma.io Climate Collective. Is that UKIT, I believe? Anybody want to mention anything that they linked in the environment?
I put the biophi.earth. That's an author who used to work for the World Bank and economist named Samantha Powers. And the idea is to organize efforts according to bioregion, kind of the ecology of different regions on Earth. I think there's about 180 of them, and create these kind of IRL organization points for whether it's economic or environmental restoration. And it seems like that movement's picking up a lot of speed. The website I linked in the chat is a good place to start. They call it the BioFi Community of Practice. So maybe send an emissary over there, or I'm happy to act as Greenpill missionary on there. And what else? I guess they're already working with ReFi DAO, and if you look into ReFi DAO's materials on this coordination Gitcoin round, you'll see some of the diagrams and materials that they use in there. And she released a book called Bioregional Finance Facilities, or BFFs, that is a cool inspiration point as well.
Nice. Okay, awesome. definitely something to bring into the pod. And yeah, and then I linked a couple here. Matt, are you adding all these? Right? Who's Greenpill? Is that Rodrigo? Uh, But yeah, I think environment. I think we have. I think just one thing to highlight. We'll move to the next one just for the sake of time. We have a lot of chapters. I feel like doing environmental work. Fungon, is just at Nigeria, Brazil, Coconut Network, which is like Dominican Republic. So I think this is a very strong area that we have within the community that we could, even Green Goods, which is a project under the Dev Guild and with Brazil. And then others like Sylvie as well. So really, I think there's a lot going on with the environment. And yeah, let's move on to let's go to DPIN. DPIN. Anybody want to say some words on DPIN? I see Nigeria here. I think I added Nigeria. But yeah.
Basically, the deep end. I mean, that wasn't on there earlier. I just threw that on there because I was gonna actually leave that pod because Greenpill Nigeria is doing a lot of stuff in the deep end space, and not just Greenpill Nigeria. That's a big space in the refi ecosystem, in my belief, because infrastructure, not only is it important for for sustainability, like to actually get things done for progression. It's not only is it important for progression in like the global south region, in the global south, it's also like a way for revenue and sustainability within those communities. And what I've seen in different conferences and different projects within the global south sector or within the global south, they are going deeper and deeper and getting to the deep end decentralized physical infrastructure. And the mixture of that infrastructure with blockchain technology, like that can be a leverage where we can even allocate funds to these communities because just to start off stuff. Like that's why carbon assets is in there in deep end. And that's a little bit of research which ties into education. So education is probably gonna come into there. Like a lot of education stuff is gonna come into a lot of these other pods. But then also like infrastructure is highly important. But then somebody put impact measurement tool, which is very important because it ties into that. But that's not deep in impact measurement tools aren't really like infrastructure, but it's network infrastructure. I guess you need to make sure you confirm what's being done. And then it also goes into like impact investors where traditional investors can actually get into the Web3 space, into investing in global south, because there's a new thing coming in with RWAs where like RWAs being real world assets. Um uh they are actually networks and big projects are investing in real world assets, and assets is not just only just depend or like physical infrastructures. Assets like carbon credits, like commodities, oil, gold, like those kind of commodities like that. And essentially commodity energy is another type of commodity, and depend projects can produce that type of commodity that can attract traditional investors. And not only that, can also be leveraged to for like on-chain networks. Like if the Web3 aspect or data collection aspect of these depend projects, it's on a certain chain that can benefit that could benefit not only the network, but it can also benefit the communities that's involved, because then essentially a flywheel can start, because there's a return on investment on these deep end projects. It's not only philanthropy work, but if the return investment is good, then it can track down to funding mechanisms, to different chapters and the network. It can go into other different sections. But like what I see right here is that all these pods, they all most of them kind of interconnect some way. Yeah, that's pretty neat to see that visually. But yeah, that's what I had to say about that.
Cool. I think Trinity had his hand raised. You want to go, Trinity?
So regarding I'm aware of DAO, majorly in Africa. So I think we could I think mark of the why high weather. So I've been a part of some time. We're trying to deepen ref projects in Africa. So I think it could actually come in there too.
Nice.
Could you type that name, that last part? I didn't hear that last part.
Yeah,
Could you drop it down? Because that's actually vital information. Or we
that's
just
what Trinity.
okay, cool.
Um,
So that's kind of big for the global south. Africa for sure, Nigeria for sure. Everybody, that's where I'm from, but like
Mhm.
for the global south in general, like even microgrids is deep in. If we can get into get synergy into these type of projects, I think that's gonna even open us up a little bit more when going into the bear market. If we have these chapters or these groups that's working on projects that's still generating something and still have blockchain in the background, that's starting to look perpetual, look further ahead than just what's happening now.
Mhm.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, keeping it moving. So next up is education. So I think let's see what we got in education. Did anybody have anything they want to mention that they added? I see metagame and init were added. Token engineering commons, region learning.xyz, which I'm just learning about. The dev guild and doing like tutoring and workshops. Yeah, anybody? Yeah, because I added some stuff, but I want to hear what people added and had thoughts.
I actually throw in those first three that you mentioned. Yeah, I think a lot of it is we don't want to necessarily be reinventing the wheel. So it's nice to just be able to refer people to the other organizations that are really doing great work. And since I came in the space, those are the organizations that have been incredibly useful for me. So yeah, I don't know exactly how we would incorporate them within the pod. I mean, to an extent, we could use webhooks, but yeah, those are all great organizations.
I think with some of these entities, it could be like if they share some material, if they have a blog or they have some things that they release, we could just pull that in or just even share the link to that, right? When they release new content.
Or it's really pretty event specific too. With Ninit, they have Web3 Wednesdays, Metagame, they have the town halls, Regen Learnings. I'm curious when the next Regen Learnings.xyz call is going to be, but I think they generally want to have a monthly-ish cadence. So yeah, all those are pretty event-driven organizations.
That's great. That's great because then we can just pull those in to the with the hook or something when it's happening. Awesome. And let's see anything else. Yeah, I think anyway, who put the local dev guild and studies and build capital allocation tools. Curious about that one. If you want to speak on it. Greenpill books. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the top education resources we currently have. So maybe having more activity points with that or ways for people to interact with the books and maybe doing trivia, asking questions. Go for it, Mario. You there, Mario? It might be an accident. Okay. Yeah, Mario, if you want to say something, go for it. If not, you can.
I think you are muted, Mario.
Yeah, you're muted.
Wow. While he's unmuting though, I do see Deep End Dow. I see that Trinity. And that what you just mentioned with the book, Apple for getting more engagement on the book. I think the same thing with the podcast too. Apart from the pods and apart from the pods, just having sessions where we go over certain episodes. If this season is mean allocation machine, and we see a topic that we like or something, somewhere to kind of discuss that, the lotto, just somewhere to discuss that. I think just to get more engagement and then get more people buying pods and then switching it to the other side with funding mechanism with Kara with like Zora and stuff. But yeah,
Could be just a channel for each season, like with each season name.
you said a channel.
Yeah. Well, we do have a Greenpill podcast channel.
Yeah, we do. No,
Yeah.
oh, you mean okay? You mean each channel for each season on the Discord? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, because we could give we could make calls for the episodes on there, and we could also like access the documentation on the episodes and bring the discussion to there. Like will be people who join will be able to follow all the discussions since from beginning, like for each season.
Yeah, that's not that's not bad. But it's just yeah, we'll definitely let's this that well, I think we both agree that we need to have a place where we can get engagement around that along with the books. Um, the actual logistics of it, like because of the time, probably go deep on that later on. But it does make sense. Um,
Yeah, and we do have a channel, so I think like focusing on getting engagement there is the first step. Uh, all right, next up is funding mechanisms. So, I'll just go through this real quickly. Of course, anybody whoever added the tokens and the Greenpill app, I'd love for you to double tap on that and talk a little bit. I'll just mention the stuff that I added, which is around grant ships. So, with grant ships, we're doing different. The Dev Guild's doing like different allocation mechanisms where we're doing like a proactive and retroactive funding. So, it's great to have a pod to kind of explain people through the process of what we've done and help other people apply it themselves if interested. So I think that could be a great place for us to do that. And then it looks like someone connected Greenpill token and Greenpill app. Who added this? Would love for you to give a couple words.
It was me.
No.
I think I a bit misunderstood funding mechanism, and but anyway, I think we need a Greenpill app. There's a lot of profits. Also, just we can start with app game on Telegram. I think then we can grow to app. I mean, force our players users on Telegram bot to Greenpill app. Also, you can collab with Cloud, Celo, and uh, make a possibility to donate public goods projects on our app.
Nice.
So also we need chat because on WordCast feed going down and we might not see what community wants, their ideas. Also, if we have app, we can add topics with pictures and a little bit texts, what we're doing right now, what we done. Because we can't do this on WordCast. We can pin only one message. We can't, how to say, we can't write about everything in one cast and pin it. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think this is probably definitely more Dev Guild related. So something we could talk about in our next Dev Guild calls going forward. Well, we did have a project that was the Greenpill app, so I think there's a lot of similarities with that. All right, let's go to the big one, DeSci. And I hope we saw some DeSci guys on the call because I know DeSci is really, really loved within our community. Okay, Rodrigo said also. Yeah, so let's see, DeSci, it's so big, I got to kind of look at half of it and then go to the other half. So, okay, well, can I get all this? Whoa. I can't even get all that in there. So I see Pfizer. I don't know about Pfizer, but Greenpill Germany, Refi DAO. Yeah, anybody who want to speak on some things they added to the DeSci pod interest and why they added and why they think it's relevant? I want to open it up for anybody that added anything. I'll start calling out Rodrigo. Did you add anything to this? Let's see. I can see your face.
Hey, how is it going? Yeah, I believe that it's quite cool, to implement at least, podcast with certain topics, with certain topics. I find it quite cool. And yeah, I believe that many chapters have at least a DeSci component on their refi initiatives. And it's all about cross-pollination by the end of the day. So yeah, I find it cool. I don't know what are your thoughts.
Yeah, and any of these, because I see like DeSci Foundation, like, do you know any of these that you can speak upon, like that you want to highlight? Because I see like HoloNim, Lab DAO, like all these are new to me. So if you know any of these, love to hear.
Yeah, I forgot to put one. Block Science is another one.
Okay.
Block Science.
Block Science.
Someone put, Block Science. I will put there somewhere.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, will you do it for me? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay, man. Yeah, Block Science is another one. That is a community. They're building basically decentralized, independent researcher labs.
Yeah.
So it's quite cool. But yeah, it's quite cool, and it's quite aligned with the token engineering aspect of regenerative, tokens or regenerative practices. So yeah, I believe that is a huge area of research, and we could implement or at least create some highlights regarding. I don't know. We could invite some people involved in the projects, and yeah, we should discuss some ideas or try to get the connection with them because yeah, in terms of a part of all the traction, I found it quite cool, because these are many think that this is just a narrative, but many people believe that is basically the core thing of many things because many decentralized protocols just merge in terms of DeSci, funding the perpetuography of those protocols, and then right now is just quite exploring many branches of science. So yeah, I found it quite cool.
Nice. Yeah, and really, there's so much good. Yeah, a lot of content here. So I think we'll be able to pull from. We'll just be able to use this to pull different content and communities.
I spoke to Manuel from the Germany chapter today. He's also real jazzed up about DeSci. There's really a lot of DeSci interests within Greenpill Network.
Nice.
So I'm very excited to see that come together.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll dive deeper into this and try to draw like a more structured conclusion based on all everybody's thoughts. But really great stuff. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to put down their ideas and thoughts. And be on the lookout for pods coming soon. I think this will help us get those jump started for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen and pass it over to Matt to give us the action items. What we got to do.
All right, good stuff. So we need to find some time to actually finish these Discord updates, and then with that, we'll set up the pods, get the pod moderator set up with the roles, start throwing content in there, start setting up webhooks. So that'll be a nice, slow and steady as usual. So just a couple of closing thoughts. One is the new chapter onboarding, and I saw Yassil asked about that. We're in the process of kind of documenting what the previous new chapter onboarding process was. And then from there, once it's basically written out and kind of honed in a little bit, I want to share it with the rest of the network with the rest of the chapter stewards, get feedback, kind of polish it off a little bit. And then we'll kick off this next round. I think there's 4, maybe 5 new chapters that are interested in starting up. So I think as an aside, we want to kind of kick off the stewards chat on Discord a bit more. I know that's not relevant for everybody here, but there are a bunch of chapter stewards, and those are the people that went through this onboarding course in the past. So it's just like everything. We're not necessarily going from A to B and then we're done. It's just checkpoint, feedback, discuss, checkpoint, keep it moving, and we'll just keep improving the documentation and the structure that we have in place. Yes, I'll share. We'll be sharing some stuff about the new chapter onboarding soon. The Refi and ARB grant is basically in the works. I think Izzy earlier said that the milestones and everything will be finalized by maybe the end of August. Izzy, do you want to interrupt me and share anything about that? I just threw a link in there, but there's a bunch of Greenpill people that are applied there, so that'll be good. We also have Citizen Season, which is another thing that Izzy can expand upon a little bit more. We have an opt-in round coming up. So one thing that was a takeaway from a lot of the conversations that we've been having is we need to figure out some sort of system to help the chapters and the guilds be more aware of what grants they should apply for. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, please raise your hand or just hop right in. So that's another one of those things that it's in the early stages of actually kind of figuring out how we can get something in place to help, because people need funds to make things happen. Maybe we'll loop something in with the cartographer syndicate. Remember, that's just really a random thought, but yeah, grants, having a better system to make sure everybody is applying for the grants that they're eligible for is, I think, going to be a big thing. Again, based on a lot of the conversations we've had, people need money to actually get things going for the projects that they're trying to execute on. Next, another thought is we need to also discuss and figure out better ways to explore more opportunities for cross-pollination across guilds, between Greenpill Network, Refi DAO, and specifically with that, once this regen ecosystem, regen coordination grant round is kind of settled in, because it was a mad dash. Once that's kind of settled down, a bunch of us, I think we should reach out to Monty and the Refi DAO people and Cello and just have conversation. I mean, I don't even necessarily have a concrete plan for how that would be, but we need to cross-pollinate, and we need to be on the same page with all them, because we're all here to make positive impact first and foremost. That is the goal. We're not here to create, to pump Greenpill. I mean, we are to an extent, but the end goal is impact, cross-pollination, and coordination, period. So exploring additional cross-pollination. Another idea is, and this is something that a couple chapters mentioned, is chapters are working on projects and they all have their members, but it's tough to onboard people. There's only so many people, even in New York City. I mean, we have a handful of people that are at every meetup, but it's just not that much. But compared to the amount of people that are in the Discord and in the network, broadly speaking, there's a ton of people. Most of those people probably don't have a local chapter. So I think we need to figure out a way for, and this is probably driven by the hub, which if you haven't looked at it, there's been a ton of posts recently from the chapters sharing updates on the projects that they're working on. But it might be, some sort of appendix utilizing the hub threads. Maybe it's Charmverse form of sorts, but we need a way to have it so somebody that's within the network, an easy way for them to see the projects that are being worked on within the chapters and the guilds, and especially the ones where they want assistance from people outside of the actual chapter. So again, if anybody has any thoughts on that, please share. You can reach out to me. Eventually, it would be nice to have a more honed in system for how, this is just in place. Like, you don't have to DM me. It's just go on Charmverse, But Rome wasn't built in a day, so we'll figure it out. And then also, as previously mentioned, we have this whole regen ecosystem mapping concept that's somewhat in the works, where it's, okay, people come in, chapters, guilds, pods, then what? Well, we want to outline basically what the broader regen ecosystem actually is, so that people we can also send people into projects that would be relevant based on their interests. Additionally, again, a recurring thought from a lot of the chapter check-ins and conversations we've been having is everybody has to deal with the issue of actually onboarding people within crypto. So just as we want to aggregate a lot of the resources and tools and whatever and projects that exist within the region ecosystem as a whole, we also want to aggregate a lot of the general crypto onboarding resources. And this is basically on this specific aspect, I would say, is very education pod specific. So yeah, and even going a quick thought with the pods, obviously we need to set up webhooks to have an automated posting of events and resources and updates and stuff, but maybe it might even make sense to also have a page on Charmverse for these pods to actually dump resources in there too. So I don't know, just a random thought to bang around. Koi, what's going on?
Just a thought that came to me is the two types of education we are having. I think we could consider that this journey, this Web3 onboarding journey, where people who never get in touch with crypto will get in touch for the first time, receiving for doing regenerative work. So it's the meme, basically what we need to achieve. So I think we could consider having this journey of Web3 tooling, public goods tooling, like Gitcoin and Giveit and Passport, having this as a community building, basically. The work you and Alpha did with the onboarding docs, I think we could try to unify that for all chapters and just provide a very clear path to onboard people and get them inside the chapter, like if they just fill out the form. So I think we could consider that this education would be more a community building aspect than like a real free learning process where people can choose what are his interests.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, the longer as we've thought about this, the more I've realized that actually onboarding people into crypto and into the regen space and just generally kind of guiding them is definitely something that's, I think, would be under the umbrella of what Greenpill is about. Because people need to know what's going on. People need to understand how to operate within the space before they can actually start building and contributing. And I say that as somebody who's showed up out of the blue basically 6.5 years ago and had no idea what was going on. And a lot of the people that are in this call kind of hand holding me, and yeah, it was really very useful.
Matt, you say 6.5 years ago? That's what I heard.
6 months. Yeah, I'm a baby. But yeah, I think that basically covers the final thought. The final thing worth mentioning, I believe, is we spoke to James from Octant, and the long and short of it is they want to get more Golem in the hands of people who are public goods aligned, just to kind of diversify the voices within their network. Excuse me. So I'm gonna drop a Telegram channel invite link in the chat. You can hop in there. We need to throw a bit more information, and but basically we just need to share our wallet addresses with James from Octant. He'll basically airdrop people. I don't know if airdrop's the right word, but he's going to share GLM with people, explain how to lock it, explain how to actually partake within the Octant network and vote on public goods. And additionally, going back to what I was talking about with the grants, we need to get the chapters and the guilds onto Octant as well. So yeah, so that's something that more information is coming, but I think it's a great opportunity for everybody in this call to engage with Octant. And then there's also a level of the link that's on the Telegram. There has more information, but it's like a lottery type of system where if you vote, then you're eligible for lottery rewards. So,
And to vote, you need to stake the GLM that they will airdrop, basically. So it's an agreement that we will stay with this GLM for some time. I think it's like February 2025 or something like that. But we have to make sure that the people who are receiving this GLM are very aligned with the purpose that we are of public goods.
what's up, Azealia?
Yeah, I just wanted to point out. I think he said it was it's an agreement. No, it's an airdrop. It's a test for just to see the region inside of you. Whatever you want to do with it, if you want to cash it out and do something else, it's totally your token. It's a suggestion, a very strong, very strong suggestion. That's why, like, we're doing it this way to just basically make sure that we're working with people that's public goods aligned. It's a strong suggestion for you to lock it, like they said, like Kiwi and Matt said, and then like preferably up to February 25th. But if I were you, since well, he'll talk about it more on the call, but there's rewards coming from it. But if I was me personally, I would definitely hold on to it and just keep adding to it, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too. Sorry if I choose the wrong word.
No, you're good. I just wanted to.
It's mainly because my English, basically.
No, you're
But,
good, Kelly. You're good. I just wanted to
I was
clarify
trying
that.
to
So.
say.
You're good, man. You're good. You're good.
Yes, I think that's a pretty exciting opportunity, and that I believe like that's everything that I wanted to cover.
Okay. Carriol has his hand up too.
Yeah, so go for it.
I have 200 GLM, but I don't know what to do with them. I mean,
So
what's the purpose, or how to log them?
Oh well, if you go to
Octant website.
yeah, exactly. I think it's app.octant, and that's
So
something that
there's a only way to use them to log, or I can do anything else. I mean,
Yeah,
what should I do with them?
You could also hop in that Telegram because James is going to host a workshop at some point.
exactly.
So that'll be perfect for you to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
all right, we good?
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else? I think we're all set. I could wrap this up.
Going over. Cool.
yeah, we definitely went over a little bit past the hour, but I appreciate you guys for being here.
I think just one more thing that I think would be nice that people who join when joining the channel, if could make just an introduction, brief introduction about yourself and say some things about why you are aligned with public goods. I think this would be very, very awesome to have. What you guys think?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. If you guys are willing to do so, please let's do a popcorn style. We can actually start it back again from the beginning since
Wait, do what?
just to introduce ourselves, like to in more intimate. The community is actually here right now. Just basically a quick introduction if they're willing to. We'll do a quick poplar style. Don't take too long, but you know, like, I think it's a great idea. Feel free to, if not, just pass. I'll start back up again. And like, I'm Izzy. Probably see me around as decentralized CEO. One of the Greenpill Network leads. Chapter lead at Greenpill Nigeria. Working on some deep end projects, and yeah, I help a lot with the network coordination, network things, and also assist with the Writers Guild, and yeah, Popcorn Rodrigo. Just shoot.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Rodrigo, and I'm a coral reef ecologist. I'm quite involved in DeSci and Web3 since 4 years, full time. So yeah, I'm here. I really love public goods, and I believe that science needs to be a public good. I'm trying to onboard or to migrate many traditional scientists to the ecosystem. I'm part of the RSI core team too, and I'm leading a Greenpill chapter and have a project called Mesorita. Yeah.
Can you pass to someone?
Yeah, we
Hey,
just know.
sorry. I would like to pass to Evan Hudson. Are you there?
Yeah, hi. I'm Evan. I am the founder of CFCE, Center for Collaborative Economics. I came to Greenpill. I've been following the work for since the book came out, but recently got the Arbitrum Refi on Arbitrum grant and looking into some potential collaborations with Greenpill for we build impact infrastructure. So whether that's donations or tracking how donations get used or how to reward volunteers who are participating in refi projects. So those are a few of the things that we're working on, and happy to connect with anyone else after this call. And how about Yasil?
Hello, everyone. I'm community manager, and I'm doing casts, creating banners, memes, and also making different raffles, contests. So I'm doing everything on WordCast, only WordCast. Oh, I forgot. So I'm sending to Koi.
Thanks, Zesio. Hi, everybody. I'm Koi. I'm from Brazil. I'm Greenpill Brazil lead, and I'm also part of Greenpill Dev Guild. I'm helping the network, basically onboarding, and also providing. I assume that would be like a consumer perspective to this building, since I met everyone when I was onboarding, and everything started to to happen too fast. So I think this is some way that we could already contribute, giving feedbacks and also engaging on spaces. So everyone is welcome. I passed through KOH, Ko, similar to Koi.
Did you popcorn, Kiwi?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, KOH, Ko,
KOH. Okay.
with the black hat.
You might be me. Me there.
And if you're not there, let me
Uh,
encourage.
yes, I will pass to Chijioke if he's there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Chijoke, and I'm from Nigeria. I'm a software, like I do developments, a builder basically. Then I am majorly part of the Build Guild community, and I build with Scaffoldit. So I've been in the Gitcon community since 2022, even though I haven't been that much engaged, and I'm just trying to understand how to engage with this community. And yes, that's basically it. So I would pass to Lydia.
Welcome, Chijioke.
Hi.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. Was that me? It's
Yes,
Lydia.
please.
I'll put my
Yes, yes.
video on just to say hi to everybody. I'm real, Lydia. Just coming in to see what you guys are up to, and I'm really hoping to break into this community as well. I'm a baby, definitely, but I do have some experience with community building. I do have some experience with development and coding, early education. and gamifying things. So I'm hoping to bring some value finally. I've been sort of a fly on the wall for a long time. So it's good to meet you guys. Oh, popcorn. Who hasn't? Maybe David?
GM. Hope you guys are doing great. Don't worry, guys. I'm in between calls, so I'm using a different email. My name is David, aka Motek, economist by profession, being into the Web3 space since 2017. Currently, I think I'm the Kenyan Greenpill chapter lead. I also do Web3 event organizing. Currently with Safari DAO, we are organizing like Eat Safari. I think this is the 3rd edition. Yeah, and definitely it's a pleasure to be here. Greenpill is an awesome community to be with, so we welcome everyone. So guys, let's get on board and let's do shit. Let's do stuff for the entire ecosystem. So I think I'll Greenpill it to Matt.
Hey, Matt, New York City steward, Dev Guild glue guy, Writers Guild writer, researcher, and currently project managing the V2 of the Allo book. And yeah, man of many hats. Happy to see everybody and excited to keep it moving. I will popcorn it to, let's see, Sirs Zuid. Sorry if I butchered that. If you're there. And if not, let's do Kit Blake, my man from the Dev Guild.
Hi, I've recently joined the Greenpill within the Dev Guild, and I would like to contribute some things. I've been a founder a couple times for software companies, so I can also wear a lot of hats. And the first company was for content management. Another one was a social media. And now I have a small nonprofit, just 2 guys, me and a friend in Hong Kong, where we build tools for climate action. And we've seen the Greenpill activity, and we thought it would be a good thing to contribute. So we're becoming active. And my friend's in Hong Kong, it's about 2 in the morning, so we don't see much from him. But I'm really excited to see all this activity, and I think it's really got some momentum. So happy to be here. And I'll pass it. Let me find the name here. How about Mario? Mario, are you with us? You raised your hand earlier, I saw. Yeah.
Hi everyone. Sorry. Hi, I'm Mario. I'm from Indonesia. I'm a founder of Parallax. We are a Web3 dev team from Indonesia. So basically, I've been a speaker for different kinds of major Web3 events in Indonesia. And I always introduce what is Greenpill, because in Indonesian market that people tend to see crypto is just on the financial side only, and I try to bring the whole different perspective and what can you do with the Greenpill approach, and also different kinds of capital allocation protocol. And usually I'm building right now I'm building a different kind of study case in Indonesia, especially that one is suitable for communities. So usually what you guys know, onboarding people into Web3 is hard, and introduce them to regenerative thoughts is also twice as hard. So that's why I try to go from problem first, and I saw several problems and working with some notable organization here in Indonesia. One of them is largest religion organization in Indonesia, to use some sort of KF plus zakat, if you know zakat mechanism for funding mechanism. That's what I do, and I would love to like bring like more study guests and also contribute and also learn more from the community. I think like I will pass it to Sir Zuid. Are you there? Oh,
If not,
maybe like Amio.
yeah, perfect.
Yeah, GM everyone.
Jim.
It's GM. Cool.
A
I
second.
mean, you want to say a few words about yourself?
Yeah, I'm speaking. Can anybody hear me?
Oh, you were cut off.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
You was for a
Okay, we can't
second.
hear you. We can't hear you. Type in the chat. The
We are
sentiment.
not hearing you now.
Yeah, it's like whenever you start. Yeah. Send a message in the chat. Emil's, I think he's on Discord. I feel like I've seen him on Discord. That's the same.
Yeah, Emil's a citizen of Greenpill, Nigeria. Probably having some connection issues. He's been doing a lot of work with he's the lead at BC FET. It's a group basically teaching individuals in the community about Web3, and also doing a lot of initiatives with Greenpill Nigeria with like the plastic cleanups that we're doing. And then yeah, so he's a founder of BC FET, and he's part of Greenpill Nigeria, and I think he's having technical difficulties. That's why I think the infrastructure in that place will really go a long way for progression. So we're seeing it full-fledged right now. Okay, he just typed out, said, "Hi, I'm Emil from Nigeria, a community builder and educator, part of Greenpill Nigeria, especially on education and environmental front with BCF set, and also contributing with the Writers Guild and the Greenpill network," in which he did contribute with the on-chain impact network that the Writers Guild just published last month. But yeah. So was Emil the last person, or
no?
Okay, Emil, who do you want to popcorn it out to? Maybe I think that's everybody.
I think Trinity didn't.
Oh, Trinity didn't go. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Trinity, you want to go ahead? Trinity and Zeus is the last one.
I didn't go, Izzy.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you did, man. I'm so sorry.
I'll just Izzy,
just go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Last and close things off. I'll go last and close.
All right. Hello.
I
So from Nigeria. Basically, right. A member of Nigeria, member of the Greenpeace Guild. Interesting. Refi goods. Do majorly onboard NGOs / non-profit initiatives into the Web3 ecosystem to access funding due to the issues that comes with traditional funding opportunities in the country. So I've been exploring writing basically for data purposes. I write at Carbon Copy. Thing we have been creating this database of all Refi projects that pop up in the ecosystem so we are constantly updating the database. I'll share the link. It's very useful, contains a lot of information about different projects you can think of. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to popcorn it to somebody, Trinity?
So let's go to you, Afolabi. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I'm the Dev Guild steward. And also the steward of the Los Angeles chapter, but mainly I've been focused on the Dev Guild and creating projects and helping chapters create impact and better serve the communities. And yeah, I'll just keep it short and sweet. And I think, is anybody else? Am I the last one?
Yeah, I think so, bro. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So let's close this call because we yeah, it's been pretty long. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Really appreciate it. I think that taking part in the exercise, sharing like your background and interests, and just want to drop one link for everybody. Just with taking a green pill. I think it's the best link. You know that after this call, any things that you want to, any questions you have or thoughts, read there. And then if you have any follow-up questions, reach out to us on Discord or on Telegram. And yeah, everybody have a good rest of your day and week. Thank you guys for joining.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Including there was a lot of introductions that was just happened just now, and there's a lot of qualified people that's on this call, and I don't know if there's probably a possible way where you guys can just hop on that Discord or in that introduction section if you haven't done so yet, and just give that quick introduction, because we're going to take time to actually come back and reach out to you guys, because there's a lot of work. That's a lot of things that's in works as of right now. And we actually want and need the contributors to contribute to some of these projects, initiatives going on, whether the guilds and chapters and all that. So like for us to actually understand and know where to fit and what to kind of approach you with, it'll probably be great if you can drop an introduction. If it's on that Charmverse or the Discord channel, just drop an introduction and then we'll reach out to you within a week. There's a lot that's going on right now, and we want to cultivate this energy and push it forward. So if you didn't get that earlier, let me drop that Discord again. It's pretty important. Yeah, Afro, is there anything else? Go ahead. I was wanting to add that.
No, I was closing things off. Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for joining the call, and have a good rest of your day and weekend.
Thank you too.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
Easy.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.